to the Eras Tour.
It is the end of an era's tour. You know, you just said it, Danny. I had to take that.
I love that.
No, I spoke from you.
Taylor Swift officially took her final bow last night of her record-breaking tour spanning her entire selection of music.
The Eras Tour spanned 21 months, brought in more than $2 billion. Taylor herself announced last night that they played for more than 10 million fans, including a familiar face who got to see her last night.
I have a surprise for you. You know how it's Taylor Swift's last concert tomorrow night? You and I are gonna go. Are you excited?
Oh my gosh. That was ABC's Rebecca Jarvis surprising her 5-year-old daughter with tickets. And lucky us, we're joined now by Rebecca live from Vancouver to tell us all about it. That video melts my heart. Rebecca, I'm sure you're exhausted. That's a 3.5-hour show last night, but what was that like getting to experience it with her?
It was really magical, Danny. I know you went with your mom,
Yes.
and Michelle, I know you went with your Isabel to the 2018 Taylor Swift concert, and I knew I was going to be excited. I was very excited going in. I was thrilled to be able to share this with Isabel. We didn't think we were going to go to the Eras Tour. She loves Taylor Swift, and it all came together at the last minute. I will tell you, the minute Taylor Swift walked out on stage and just to look at this crowd of people, everybody in such a good place, kindness, warmth, hearts everywhere, the tears started flowing for me. And it was just like looking at Isabel and seeing her getting to experience this, and this was her first concert, so it was a really special night.
I'm the odd man out on this desk and between all of us, because I have yet to go to a show or take my girls. But I think about taking a 5-year-old, because I have a self-proclaimed Swiftie as well, and my 5-year-old Gigi.
Yes.
How did she do for, you said, a 3.5 hour
hours.
show? How did
Good
she
question.
do bathroom breaks? Like how does that go with that age range?
There were some bathroom breaks, and I got a little nervous when we first got there because the line was quite long. And as you know, Charlene, with a 5-year-old, or at least with my 5-year-old, you don't really find out until the very last minute that it's time. So that was mildly stressful. But one thing I'll say that was very special is that there were a lot of moms with their daughters there. Even people, not moms, older women, they came up to us, and a lot of them exchanged bracelets. There were a lot of cute exchanges between Isabel and some of the younger fans who were also at the show. So it overall, the energy just took hold of everybody. We left New York City yesterday morning at 5 a.m. We got to Vancouver basically last night at 5 p.m. and went to this concert. And there were very few things that I think we would do that kind of travel for, but this was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And Isabel's going to get a great nap later today. And she slept well through the night. And by the way, there was a grown-up. We had a very helpful grown-up from our team at ABC who helped while I was out this morning doing my Good Morning America shoot and everything. We had a grown-up who was in the room with Isabel while Isabel slept.
I love that you focus so much on the human element, because it is being in that room with tens of thousands of people that it's just so happy. It's warm and wonderful. But you're also someone who's super in tune with the financial side of things. And isn't it pretty incredible how Taylor Swift has been able to move economies across the world?
What?
Completely. And I think this is the kind of thing, you know, some business schools already are teaching courses on the Taylor Swift effect and how does one build that. And it is really remarkable. And I think one of the things that coming from both the business world and then as a mom and an appreciator of good music, I have always appreciated what she's built from a business standpoint because she's been so smart about it. And it shows now, and her team of people who surround her, they're all just very dedicated and driven. In addition, I mean, and you see that with her on stage, 3.5 hours on stage. You have to be dedicated for that.
And whose fan base spans the generations like that? Like to have such young kids it doesn't matter the age, right?
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
So your tears is because I cried with my daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, I did. I cried with my daughter. This is going back to 2018.
Oh, look at you
Yeah.
It's like, we'll never forget this. It's just like, in that moment, you're like, I will never forget this feeling, right?
It's a wonderful feeling. I remember. It also made me remember my first concert with my parents, which was sponsored by the Minnesota Lottery, and it was the Four Tops. And I remember, like, I got this gigantic. I got a gigantic, oversized T-shirt from the concert, and I just wore it for years and years and years.
Yeah, little
and
different.
I did get Isabel an oversized tee.
And
yeah,
she'll
it's a
wear
little
it
different.
for years and years and years.
Mom of the year. Mom of the year. Rebecca, thank you so much.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank
And
you.
Charlene, we're gonna find a way.
Yeah,
we're gonna find
that's
a
right.
way.
We gotta get
There's
her
gotta
back
be
on
more
tour.
Taylor.
I don't
do.
know how many years.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
You know, she deserves a little bit of a
We're
break.
starting the petition.
And then
This is the
Get her back
official
on.
start.
Now
of
you
the
get some
petition.
rest. Because I think you slept about 5 minutes.
Thank you, ladies.
Rebecca.
If that.
Oh my
to
gosh.
see you.
I mean, just hearing the stories to me is proof that we made the right person famous, right? I mean, this woman who last Christmas gave her team $55 million in bonuses. I mean, she's inspiring the generation.
I agree.
It's amazing.
100%.
And I just admire her so much. Okay, let's talk about the weather. Let's get you outside.